no matter how long you protest, we are going to remove subsidy.
Today we have a letter that a client, very concerned citizen, addressed to the studio, and we intend to make it the topic of our discussion today. It's an aftermath of the removal of oil subsidy by the federal government of Nigeria, led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even when he was campaigning, he didn't mince words, he didn't hide his intention to remove the oil subsidy. And as soon as he took over the mantle, on the very day he was sworn in, he informed Nigerians that oil subsidy is gone.
That no provision is there for fuel subsidy. The fuel subsidy is gone.
Now this, our concerned client, is interested in what is the effect of the removal of oil subsidy. Number one, new price levels coming from NNPC. The market adjusted instantly. Lagos, where we operate from, we received information immediately that a liter of fuel, PMS, will now cost 488. It's about the cheapest in the whole federation. But I look at myself at 488, I use a vehicle that is 120 liters capacity. It will cost me 58,000 naira plus to fill my tank. 58,000 naira to fill a tank that will take me nearly about 1 week. So in every week, I'm expected to spend above 58,000 fueling a vehicle that I will be taking around. Had my other income sources adjusted? The answer is no. Is it going to adjust immediately? I provide services to people. You don't expect me to increase these services immediately. Now the market woman will immediately increase her prices in all things she sells. You ask her, she says, where do I get money to do other things? Already the transport sector is experiencing it massively. People are complaining that the cost of transportation has increased. It will still adjust, and every other thing will adjust and take its bearing from this very one, because petroleum to us is like a life wire. But if you ask me, is it necessary to do? I would say yes, it's a pill, bitter, but needed to be taken. But the effect is the more important thing. Is there a way to mitigate the effect? Of course, yes. It is possible to dialogue, discuss the effect of this important aspect of our economy, because it affects everybody. Price levels will adjust, minimum wage will adjust, other things will adjust. The people that are going to receive this would have loved to be addressed before it is done, but haven't done it. What is the effect of it? Number one, the prices of goods and services will increase, because it's no longer easy even to move agricultural goods from the hinterlands, from the agricultural field to the town, because they will use a sort of fuel to move it. So they will add the price to the agricultural products. So food prices will go up. Transport prices are already going up. Every other thing will adjust only with time. So my friend that wants to know, I'm sure you are in the middle of this. I'm only saying it to repeat what you already have known, that price levels will adjust. And the important thing to note is, why do we have to do it now? Well, we can do it now, but we need to prepare the ground for the landing. If you take a journey to west coast of Africa, from Cotonou to Cameroon to Togo, Nigerian oil fits them. On the roadside, they are selling oil. Those petroleum products are from Nigeria. It's not that it's bad to come from Nigeria, but it is the subsidized portion of the petroleum products that Nigerians ought to enjoy as Nigerians that is smuggled across the border. All the petrol stations around the border, they come there to fetch fuels. And of course, if you are able to move a tanker of the so-called subsidized fuel across the border, you make money. So it's a cesspot of corruption. So much corruption going on there. Other people that are not Nigerians are feeding on it. is that is a justification. Now, let me give you one mathematics. In the next 1 month, when they will tell us the quantity of fuel that the average that we consume in Nigeria, you discover that it will be less than half of what you are consuming before. Because the reality will dawn. 3 factors will affect it. Number 1, the ones that are crossing the border will no longer cross, because the price inside Nigeria is the price there in Cotonou. We are now dealing with international market price. That's the first thing that will happen. So the Cotonou man will not come here with false tank to fill his tank and go to sell in his place. The man who is smuggling across the border will have to stop, because what is here is what is there. It's an international price. That's the first effect. So it cuts down the price. So people will not cheat again, trying to smuggle. So what do we expect after that? Government said they spend about 400 billion every month to subsidize fuel. 400 billion every month comes to about 4.8 trillion naira every year. That money is saved and put into vital and strategic areas of investment that everybody ought to benefit from, particularly the poor. I am speaking, believing that the government of the day will do right. But if it enters into a wrong purse again, we'll be back to square one. But whichever way the matter is, it's a matter of where do we put this money. It's a huge money. It's actually about half of Nigerian budget. 4.8 trillion naira is what we are talking about. 400 million every month times 12. That's about what to expect as money that comes back. That's a huge money that, if well invested, we will all be happy for it. So I want to speak. I'm not a government person. I am not for the government. But if we must say the truth, it's high time this subsidy is removed. But it shouldn't be removed without empathy. There is need to put a cushioning effect in place so that people will not just suffer. Nigerian Labour Congress is already agitating. They have told us that there will be a strike from Wednesday. That is the aftermath of not discussing before doing it. And a few things could have been done right if we had discussed it. If we had put this cushioning effect in place, then it would have been better. But my friend, let's face the reality. Their price levels will adjust. Be ready. I pity the ordinary person who earns a salary. The minimum wage is such small money that cannot even buy you a bag of rice. I don't know how such people will survive in this time. But the government of the day must be empathetic. It's no longer sympathy, it's empathy. Put yourself in their place and see what you need to do. So, my friend, you said your name is Kate SCN. Kate SCN, that's the way I would like to address the matter today under Investors Education Series, questions and answers. Thank you. Keep bringing in the questions. So we'll be happy to address them on different dates. Thank you.